Hey guys, Matt Parker here at Ideal Protocol Metabolism and Weight Management, Roseville, Folsom, Sacramento. Matt and Chip, as we're well known these days. Just want to reach out and talk to you guys about our exciting new Phase 4, which you are most likely entering at this time. You've been through the first 3 phases of the Ideal Protein diet with us. You've lost a bunch of weight. And you're making great headway in the process of a dietary transformation program, a wellness program, where you're recapturing your body in a healthy BMI, healthy body fat percentage, and just new habits with food. So we're now entering into Phase 4, as I said, and this is the most important phase. We're going to be with you to guide you through, keep you accountable, and to just support and give you lots of education along the way for what to do with whole foods, right? This is the key part. This diet plan as we've had you on so far is just so much more than a simple diet, like losing weight diet and following that. The Phase 1, after a few weeks of handling that, it becomes almost second nature, right? It's sometimes tough to adhere to, but in terms of what to do and how to do, it's not too tough, right? So this is going to be the tougher part of the journey, and we've got a whole Phase 4 guide that we've provided to you on what to do and how to do, whether it's talking about supplements that most everyone should consider when they're eating a whole food diet today, exercise habits, and on and on and on. So we have that reference there for you. We know it's a little bit daunting, a little bit overwhelming, because we're talking about going a lot more plant forward or plant-based with your dietary choices. And it can be a little bit startling, a little bit overwhelming, because you're not used to doing that. Most of us aren't used to doing that. We're used to the standard American diet fare, which is, meat, cheese, dairy, eggs, processed foods, and treats. And okay, that's what got us into this problem. That's what's made us overweight and unhealthy and heading towards where the majority of Americans end up with, which is, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, strokes, dementia, Alzheimer's, a lot of these dietary related diseases. A large percent of those are due to the diet that we eat. So now that you've gotten leaner and healthier and you're feeling good, let's lock it in. And how we lock that in is by eating great, healthy, whole foods with a predominance of them coming from plant foods, right? Swapping out animal products with some beans and some chickpeas and some lentils and some other things. And that doesn't have to be every meal. It's not going to be overnight. We know that. You're not going to go 100% plant-based, most of you anyway. Some of you might be willing and wanting to do that, and that's fantastic. But whatever level you're at, we're going to support you on, and we're just going to start helping you learn to make those better choices when preparing your foods, when shopping for your foods, when dining out. And even when you don't have time, and in the morning you're like, oh, I gotta hurry, it's gotta be quick, and you're used to only grabbing, a frozen egg cheese sandwich or whatever, well, we're gonna come up with new solutions for that, and we're gonna show you some products you can have that are easy, some quick to make recipes, and lots of restaurants and places that you can go, that we go to grab healthy food on the fly. In Phase 4, we're going to be with you and tracking you. You're coming in at least every other week. You can come in each week if you want to. That's fantastic. We're going to have you, we're going to calculate your caloric needs. We probably already did that with you in a meeting. And of course, we can adjust those caloric needs as your exercise habits may change or the amount of work you're doing. If your calories are going up or down, we can make those tweaks. So we're going to have you on that powerful app where you're going to track all of your nutrients every day. You're going to put in all the foods you eat. It's going to break down, of course, calories, which we want to stay on top of, because you don't want to overeat calories, but you also don't want to undereat calories. Unfortunately, a lot of people, when they lose a significant amount of weight, they end up living on a diet. They're always thinking, oh, well, I don't want to eat too much and regain the weight. So you end up undereating a lot, and that can be a real problem too, because then you're deficient in the nutrients you need to rebuild your organs and fight diseases, and you're missing a lot of the antioxidants, the micronutrients, the phytonutrients, the fiber, the folate, the water, the vitamins, the minerals, because you're maybe, number one, not eating the right kind of food, and number two, you're undereating. So we don't want you in starvation mode or a deprivation mode. We want to get you eating healthy, so enough calories. So with that app, we're going to track your caloric intake. We're going to be able to look at that. We're going to look at your food choices so we can see where we might be able to make adjustments or tweaks or recommendations to help you eat a healthier diet. It's not going to just show us macronutrients. That's nice. How much protein, fat, and carbs are you getting in? But when you're in real life and you're eating a more plant-based diet, it kind of works itself out. Plants have the perfect measurements or ratios of those macronutrients. You don't really have to worry about that in real life. But we'll be able to see that in the app. More importantly, we're going to see the micronutrient breakout in your app. So based on what you're eating, we're going to be able to see how are you coming up on your micronutrients? Are you getting all the vitamins and minerals in that you should be getting in a daily intake? If you're falling short in iron or calcium or whatever, we can make recommendations on the type of foods, whether it's nuts and seeds or certain leafy greens or things like that, that you might consider putting into your diet so you can get some of those in. So it's going to give us a deep understanding and analysis of your dietary habits, and we're going to help you build new, better habits across the board. We're going to measure, monitor. We're going to see what's going on with your weight. We're going to see what's going on with your body composition. As I said before, your micronutrient intake. So it's going to be all comprehensive analysis for your dietary habits. So again, don't be intimidated or daunted or overwhelmed, because we're going to be right with you the whole way, guiding you. It's not just something that we know from being book smart about it. It's what we practice and live each and every day, and we just want to empower you with the tools and the knowledge on how to eat a great diet, how to be able to dial in a few pounds up or down with your whole food choices, right? We love you guys. We love having you as a client and helping you on a journey to lose an immense amount of weight, but we're not really looking for repeat customers that can't seem to lose weight and keep a healthy body, because that's not our goal, right? There's so many people for us to help, and we want referrals coming to us from people that are seeing you have lost the weight and how healthy and vibrant you are, how fantastic you look, and how into that lifestyle you are now. Like, you've made the change, right? If we don't make the change, if we go back anywhere close to the kind of diet you had before, focusing on meat, cheese, dairy, eggs, processed foods, junk foods, sugary foods, processed carbohydrates that are high in sugar and oftentimes fat, terrible processed vegetable oils, where other people are cooking for you, or you're buying at a store in a box or a package, or those types of foods. They drive disease, they make you overweight, so we need to learn to go the other route, and that's what we want to accomplish here. But again, it doesn't have to be all the way overnight. It can start with a couple meals a week. It can start with only one meal being off a day, which is great. We recommend to keep the animal products to maybe one time a day, just like it was in phase 1 for you guys. If it needs to be 2 or 3 times a day here and there, fine, we understand, no big deal. It's in the beginning, we're just training and we're working towards these new habits. So don't feel like you have to be perfect all the time. Don't feel like it's got to be overnight, but let's work on this together. Be honest, track it, keep your head in the game, communicate with us as your coaches and your guides, your good friends, and we'll make it happen, okay? So take a look at the phase 4 information. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll help you with the app all the way through so you can track everything. We can guide you through that and keep you on the path. So much love to you guys from Matt and Chip. You got this. And again, most important part, let's lock it down. Thanks.